Hi friends, welcome again to my channel. So in this video I'm going to share my notes on character functions provided by Oracle. So what does these character functions do? They used to take characters as a value and operate on these characters. Okay, so let us see various types of character functions one by one. So the very first over here is ASCII functions. Okay, so what does this ASCII function provide? It used to answer the equivalent ASCII code for the particular character. Okay, for example, this is a syntax for this ASCII function, that is ASCII, and this is a single character, that is we use to enter over here a single character in the parentheses. So what will this return? For example, if we have passed a character that is A. Okay, we know what is the ASCII value of this A character, it is 97. Besides of this, if we pass capital A, so what is the code, equivalent code for capital A? It is 65. Now this is what the use of this ASCII function. It returns the ASCII value of the particular character. Okay, now one thing that we must know about this ASCII function is that if we pass more than one character, so it will accept only the first character. Okay, what it will return? It will return the ASCII code of the very first character that it encounters. For example, A. Okay, now in this case it will result the ASCII code of the first character, that is A, that is 97. So this is what the use of this ASCII function. Now let us see the second character function, that is char function. Okay, now what is the use of this char function? It is completely reciprocal of this ASCII function. Now what it will return? It takes ASCII values, okay, as its parameters like 97, and will return the equivalent character that is associated to that code. Okay, for example, if we have passed over here a code that is 97, what it will return? It will return the equivalent as character that is associated to that code location. Okay, this is the syntax char code location. Okay, this is for the use of char function. Now let us see the third function, that is concat function. Now it is clear from its name, it is used to concatenate the strings. Okay, this function used to operate on string. For example, if we have passed two strings over here, okay, that is twi and nkle. Now what it will do, this function will do, it will concatenate these two values like twinkle. Now if we pass one value as a null, okay, null specifies nothing, okay, and abc, so what it will return? It will return simple abc. Now like this, in this case also it will return abc, and in this fourth case here we want to concatenate two values and that are nothing, null values. Okay, so what it will return? It will return the null value, right? Null indicates nothing. So this is the use of this concat function. Next is initcap function. Now what is the use of this initcap function? Let us understand this with the help of an example over here. Let's suppose we have passed a string, that is this is twinkle garg. Okay, so what it will do? It will convert all the first letters of the words like this is twinkle garg, the first letter as a capital letter. Like in this word we can see the first letter, that is T, is going to be capital, in is I is going to be capital, in twinkle T is going to be capital, and G, in garg G is going to be capital. Okay, so this is for the use of this initcap function. Okay, next is inster function. Now what does this inster function do? It used to return the position of the substring. For example, if we are given some string and we want to find the location of some particular substring in that string. Okay, so this is the syntax of this inster, that is inster string substring start position and occurrence. Okay, now what does this string substring start position and occurrence represent over here? So the very first parameter, that is string, it specifies the value, okay, the string that we want to pass, and to in whom we want to find the substring. Okay, substring specifying the value that we want to find, we want to search from that string. Okay, next is position. Now position specifies that from which position we want to start searching the substring. Okay, whether we want to start searching from the first position, from the second position, from third position, and so on. Okay, and occurrence. Now what is the use of this occurrence over here? Let's suppose I have given a string like naman. Okay, and I want to find a character position, that is n. Now I know in naman n is repeating two times at starting and at the ending. Okay, now occurring specifies that which occurrence we want, first occurrence, second occurrence. If we want second occurrence of n in num, so it will return the fifth position. Okay, so this string insert function will return the fifth position on n of n. Okay, let us understand this with the help of an example over here. Let's suppose I have passed a string that is twinkle Garg, by the way it's my name. Okay, and I have passed twinkle Garg and I want to search in. Okay, in function. So what it will do, it will start by default. If we do not specify any position, any occurrence, so it will start from the first position. Okay, so wherever it will find in, okay, it will return the position, that is 3. Now in is starting from the third position, so it will return the position of the string, that is 3. Okay, second example, let's see the second example. In this we have mentioned all the three things. Okay, that is corporate fruit, that is a string, substring, that is or, and the position from which we want to start the searching. Okay, so what it will indicate, it will indicate the searching will be start from sixth position, that is r. This corpo will be neglected because the position is given here, starting position is 6. Okay, so after r, wherever we will encounter or, this will be the resultant position, that is 14. Okay, now let's take the third example. In this we have mentioned all the 4 parameters. Okay, the string, that is corporate or floor, substring, that is or, and position, that is 3, that is we want to start the searching from the third position, and the occurrence of or must be second. Okay, now let us understand this with the here. So firstly I have said the starting position will be 3, so co will be neglected, right? So it will neglect co position because it is going to start the searching from the third position, that is from r, right? Now what it will do, it will find the second occurrence. Here we can see or is the first occurrence. Okay, incorporate por. Okay, here we are getting or, it is a first occurrence, so it will neglect because we want the second occurrence of or in the string. So second occurrence is what, this. Okay, now if it get the second occurrence, it will give the position of this occurrence as 11. So this is where the use of these all 4 parameters. Okay, I hope so now you get a clear idea what is occurrence, what does this mean. It specifies that how which repetition we want, its first occurrence, its second occurrence, or its third occurrence, and any on, right? So this is the use of insert function. Okay, now these are some key points that one must know about this insert function. The very first say over here that the last 2 argument, that is position and occurrence, are not compulsory. Okay, like in this first example we can see that we have just mentioned only 2 parameters. We have not mentioned anything about the position and occurrence, so these are not compulsory. Okay, so like these are other key points, and you must take care of these 4 key points while using this insert function. Okay, now let's go with our sixth function, that is length function. Now what is the use of this length function? It basically operates on a string. Okay, what it will do, it will return the length of the particular string that we have passed in this length function. For example, let's take an example of here. If we have passed a null value, so what it will return a null, because null indicates nothing. Okay, so if we have a second example, if we have returned a string like this, now in this we can see it's just a single closing single quotational mark and then a immediate closing single quotational mark. So what it will return null, because in this single quotational mark there is no any space even. Okay, and there is no any character even. Okay, so what it will return, it will return null. Now in the very next example we can see, although there are single quotational marks, but we can see over here that there is a space. Okay, there is a space for a character between these 2 single quotational marks. So what it will return, the size over here, it will return 1, because we know we also count the space white spaces also. Okay, in case of string length we also count the white spaces. For example, in this last example we can see over here pari garg. In this there is a white space between pari and garg, so it will count this space also. Okay, that is what the reason it will give the answer over here as 1. Now the fourth example says a b c d. Now we know that how many characters are these are 4 characters. So what is the position length of this string? It is 4, right? So this is where the use of this length function, it returns the length of the specified string. Next is a lower function. Now what does this lower function do? It used to convert the string, okay, into lowercase. For example, if we have passed a string like big fat letter, it will return it in a lowercase. So this is the use of this lower function. Next, show in my next video. So this is all about today. Thank you for watching my video.